Big Herc 916, positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. Go pick you up some merch at nsfa.co. Represent, because I know you're not average. I know the vibe of this video is a little bit different because it's a sad day in the hip hop community. Another rapper lost his life as a result of gun violence. Takeoff of the Migos. Condolences to his family. I never met the guy. I like their music. I like to see young men win like that, and it's just sad, man. 28 years young, this man hasn't really even begun to live his life and get a stride in, really start spreading his wings. I mean, he made a lot of money, but when you get into your 30s, your 40s, and you're mentoring your kids and other people, I mean, what he could have passed down would have been, there's no value you could put on it, the knowledge, the game, and it's sad, man. It's sad. And I'm always talking about accountability, responsibility, and just being aware of your surroundings. And when you make a lot of money, it doesn't eliminate the threats necessarily when you're in certain places. I understand that you want to still socialize with certain elements or do certain things. That's kind of like how you've been living your life, and it's a part of whatever you do. But I don't know. I'm not judging. I know if I was in that age bracket, I would have probably been at the same spot doing the same thing. So it's all in retrospect, man. But the people around you have to be able to see and say, hey, man, we need to take this somewhere else, or this isn't somewhere we need to be hanging at. The older G's. At 2:30 in the morning, they say they're shooting dice at a bowling alley, and the word is that argument erupted. People got rowdy, somebody started shooting, and one of the bullets hit Takeoff. Couple things there is shooting dice. I don't know if you guys have ever shot dice in the streets outside of a casino, but it's pretty crazy. I've shot dice at quite a few dice games growing up when I was younger, and I've seen people get bucked, and it's usually a fight breaks out, man. I'll just be honest with you. Something happens because somebody gets in their feelings, and there's a lot of shit talking during dice games. So if it was a dice game, there was shit talking, and somebody got in their feelings, or side bettors got the trip in, anything could happen in a dice game. I've heard of multiple incidents where people have lost their life at dice games. Number two is 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning, man. I know you young people like to be out doing your thing, got the hoochies out there, you're partying, you're making appearances, but 2:30 in the morning, you add alcohol, whatever else is being used, you got dice, you got money being lost, money being exchanged, it's in the streets, it's not a controlled environment. Man, that's a powder keg right there. It's a powder keg, man. 2:30 in the morning at a bowling alley. I don't know the bowling alley. I don't know its association or anything like that, but just the energy, man. You gotta read energy better. It's almost like, you pull up to a spot, and usually when I used to go to clubs, I'd pull up, sit in the car for a minute and look around. I would observe all the exits. I would observe the cars parked in the parking lot, and then I would observe what everybody was wearing, what colors. That would tell me a lot about what the demographics in the club are going to be. And that would play a big part on whether I went into the club, how long I stayed in the club, and who I went to the club with, as far as who I would call to come meet me up there. I used to roll a lot of places by myself, but when I seen that I could possibly be outnumbered in certain situations, I would just bone out. I would leave. Man, it's our culture, man. We are in desperate need of some cleansing. All the different individuals who are in that rap community who have so much influence, so much power, man. We need to turn that energy into something stronger than violence. And it's just like the guns, it's like it all goes hand in hand, man, and it's sad, man. Young brother, man. And then you got people like trying to film and take pictures. This man is sitting there, his life is leaving him. I mean, it's crazy, man. Everything's a photo op. Everything's an opportunity to get a video. And where is the mutual respect for each other, man? And people tell you it's like, oh, I don't, some people like the dude, it doesn't matter if you're a rapper or not. It doesn't matter if you're a street dude or not. I mean, you go certain places, they get down how they get down, man. And it's a rough environment out there, man. It's a rough world, man. You got to be careful, man. And like I said, I'm not judging the situation. I'm just like, wow, man, this dude was, he was young, another black man, very famous, very successful, achieved some things that are just beyond most people's dreams, and it's sad, man. At the end of the day, you just got to look at, like I said, the different things. And when you're out there and you're involved in certain things, just watch out, man. Watch your environment, man. I was a fan of their music, like I said, and I'm not judging the man for living his life. He was out there doing his thing, man. It's just it's unfortunate, and certain situations, man, just what type of energy they draw and how those things could play out. You just got to be careful. That's all I'm saying, man. Watch yourself. Young black men you're not immune, man. It's just, life is so precious, man. So, like I said, condolences to the family, to the rest of the Migos, and his family, and all the people who are tied in with that whole situation, man. Sad situation, man. Big Herc 916.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.
Never settle for average has always been my motto in life. So I've been fortunate enough to get together with the brand NSFA and become a brand ambassador, because there's no room for mediocrity in life. So whether you're out here and you're an athlete, you're in entertainment, you're a business person, represent and pick you up a hat. And for those of you who are law enforcement, military, veterans, first responders. Use code USA15 and get 15% off. Click the link in the description and never settle for average.
Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.